Greetings. Welcome to EDTV News Channel, the People's Channel. In this report, we have a few stories for talk about. Stay tuned for the full reports. Blessings to all subscribers and viewers. If you're here for the first time, you can support the channel by like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. So we'll start off in the parish of St. Andrew. Olympic Way residents protest alleged police killing of TOKER. So we'll get into the report. Irate residents in Olympic Way, St. Andrew mounted a roadblock for a second day on Monday following the alleged police killing of 19-year-old JAHEIM Morrison and the serious injury of another teen Saturday night. On Sunday, the residents used debris which they had set fire to block the road. According to residents, around 11 p.m., the teens were riding a motorcycle on Woodpecker Avenue in the community when they were chased by police. It is reported that the police used their vehicle to hit the teens from the motorcycle before running over Morrison and crashing their service vehicle into a wall. The other teen is said to be in serious condition in hospital. They went to pay a round robin, but I don't know why the police get involved with them because him did have him license and him just buy the bike, said Morrison's father. Them never have to deal with it that way. Them could deal with it in a more professional way, but they just choose to take out the youth life like that. He stated, adding that the teens were shot before they were hit from the motorcycle. Residents claim that the deceased was a quiet person who mainly spent his time on the video sharing platform TikTok. They said this is the second alleged police dropout in the community in a little over a year after a man was shot and taken out in May 2023. The Independent Commission of Investigation has launched a probe into the incident. Listen to the residents and the father.
We want justice. We want justice. We want justice. The police are Baba clean. Baba quiet youth. Baba not tell no. Baba not him talk. Him not come road. Him not go now. We are TikTok straight.
I'm protesting now about my son. The police officer chased them last night, picked them up on them bike, and also run the vehicle over them and deal with them away and show them in the vehicle, carry them to the hospital, and just like that.
All right. Let's back up a little bit. First of all, who is your son?
JAHEIM Morrison. And Brandon is my little friend's son. Two of them parked and I'm a 9. Two of them traveling on a motorcycle. They went to pay a round bin, but I don't know what the outcome by the police. They get involved with them. Because him have a license and him just buy the bike. So I don't know the outcome, but the way they deal with the circumstances, how them deal with it, they don't have to deal with it. So they not have to lick them like that and deal with them like that.
Where did this happen?
On Woodpecker Avenue, between Woodpecker and Crinkling.
That's last night?
Last night.
Around what time last night?
About after 11. My son is died from last night, and the next one now battering for life because them take a shot out of his bottom, also he is fighting for his life right now. And my son is pronounced dead from 3:30 this morning.
So they were hit from the vehicle, died, and also shot, that's what you're saying?
Yeah, there was shot before and lick from the vehicle, and if you went on the scene up there where the accident took place, piece of the wall, lick out the police unit, also damaged headlight, brake, and bonnet up. So it's a terrible incident them deal with, and they don't have to deal with it that way. They could deal with it in a more professional way, but they just choose to take the two youth like that. And last year, them time here, them police kill our youth, cold-blooded, same way, and this same avenue here, Eric Morgan. And we don't know, we don't finally get no justice out of it, and this one take place now, and this one not going like that. We need justice in this one. No wanted, nothing in wanted pertaining to the law process, but at the time the bike might be not having the papers, but he has his license, so he just get the bike out Friday, Thursday, so I don't know if he may get it straightened, so that might be the outcome why them chasing him, so I don't sure what the motive.
So now you hear people. My take on this, people, is very clear. You know what I'm saying? All police officers in Jamaica should wear body cameras. And all service vehicles from the JCF in Jamaica should equip with cameras. You get what I'm saying, people? No, people, and it's supposed to be mandatory. You see me? No, people, not all youths will come from the ghettos in Jamaica are criminals. You got some decent youths come from the ghetto who is not involved in criminal activities. You know what I'm saying? I care zero about the dons and the gangsters and the killers that will come from the ghetto when the police take them out. You get what I'm saying, people? But we have some very nice youths come from the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? And people, most of the most successful people come out of Jamaica come from ghetto. You know what I'm saying? The Prime Minister of Jamaica come from a ghetto in a Spanish town, St. Catherine, where one of the most dangerous gangs ever birthed in Jamaica, the Klansman gang, come from Spanish town and the one other gang. You see me? So not every youth in Jamaica are criminals. Now, as the father said, him have him license, but him don't know if the papers for the bike sorted out yet. You know what I'm saying? So even if the papers are not sorted out, people, the police don't have a right to run over the youths them and take them out like this. Because we have lots of people in Jamaica who would have considered decent citizens a drive around in Jamaica without proper documents for them vehicle, same way. You get what I'm saying? So if the police vehicle equipped with cameras, you know what I'm saying, and the police officers them wear body cameras, it could have solved all problems, people. You know what I'm saying? So that is just my take on this. You know what I'm saying? Now, people, we'll move on. This time to the United States. Man implicated in deadly Florida shooting nabbed in Jamaica. So we'll get into the report. A man accused of fatally shooting a 24-year-old in Tampa, Florida in June was arrested in Jamaica on Friday. According to an article from Fox News, the Hillsborough County Sheriff Office said Forrest Jackson, 34, was deported to the United States and is expected to answer to murder charges related to the dropout of 24-year-old Kyle Prisco. Prisco was reportedly found with multiple gunshot wounds near the intersection of Regents Park Drive and Bruce B. Downs Boulevard on June 17, 2024, and was pronounced dropout at the crime scene. Thanks to the relentless effort of our detectives, we have taken a crucial step forward towards justice with the arrest of the second suspect, Sheriff Shad Cronister told Fox News. This outcome was made possible through the dedication of our team and the strong partnership with the United States Marshal Service, Border Patrol, and Miami-Dade Police Department. Together, we stand committed to protecting our communities and supporting those in need. Investigation is ongoing. Now, people, Uncle Sam, no matter where you're there, they will come and find you and dig you out. Now, people, last but not least, court published full judgment detailing reason for freeing Vybz Kartel. So we'll get into the report. The inability of the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, DPP, to satisfy the Court of Appeal that it could have found all witnesses and exhibits from the original trial of Vybz Kartel and his former co-accused was a key reason for the denial of the Crown's request for a retrial. The men were freed in July this year after prosecutors attempted to put them on trial for a second time for the 2011 dropout of Clive Lizard Williams. The full judgment outlined the Court of Appeal reasoning for freeing the high-profile entertainer and his friends was recently published. Listen.
Kartel has been a free man since July 31 this year when he walked free from the Tower Street Adult Correctional Facility in Kingston. Sean Campbell and Andre St. John were also freed. They left the prison in limousines. In refusing to retry the men for the brutal murder in which the victim's body was never found, the Court of Appeal considered several factors. In its 70-page ruling, it made it clear the prosecution failed to satisfy the 3 appeals court judges that it could get its house in order for a new trial. According to the judgment, an affidavit submitted by Senior Deputy Director of Public Prosecutions Jeremy Taylor that he had checked and caused checks to be made about the availability of witnesses to again participate in a trial was not persuasive. The judges were of the opinion that Taylor's affidavit suggested that not all the original witnesses from the first trial had been found and were ready to again testify. According to the judges, the burden rested on the prosecution to satisfy the court that in advocating for a new trial after more than a decade, it had made good faith in efforts to locate and consult with the witnesses regarding their availability. The Court of Appeal noted that it would be difficult to send a case back for retrial, especially one of the length, complexity, and vintage of Kartel's, without a clear view of the status of the witnesses the prosecution intended to rely on. The judges say the prosecution failed to establish a proper foundation for the court to readily and comfortably accept that witnesses were available, willing, and able to testify. The judges were similarly critical of the prosecution's inability to locate critical exhibits from the original trial. According to the Court of Appeal, the absence of the exhibits compounded the difficulty the prosecution faced in requesting a retrial. The judges say the absence of the exhibits was unexplained, despite the fact that they should have been in the custody of the Supreme Court. Those exhibits include critical evidence including video recordings, voice notes, and defense exhibits. The court concluded the absence of the exhibits would weaken the prosecution's case and undermine the defense if a retrial were ordered. The judges decided that based on the complexities and peculiarities of the Kartel case, including the length of time the men had spent in custody, the time that had passed, and the likely time for a new trial to get underway, the prosecution's explanation regarding the missing exhibits and state of the witnesses was unsatisfactory. The judges concluded those factors strongly militated against ordering a new trial. The judges also concluded that the time and cost of a new trial were prohibitive factors. Kartel's health, a potential breach of the men's constitutional rights, and developments in the law since their original sentences were also cited as arguments against ordering a new trial. Robianne Williams for Nationwide News.
So now you hear, people. Tell me in the comments section what you think. One aim, one God, one destiny. Walk good, talk good, live good. Blessings.